I love waking up in the mountains. Good morning from Le Charbre, which is kind of just below Verbier. Like, Verbier is just up there, so if you know Switzerland or know skiing, that's where we're at. And last night we camped on Charlie's sister's drive, which is about as exciting as we can hope to get. We only arrived quite late in Switzerland yesterday, so today is our first full day of van life in Switzerland, and we're going to a place called...
Fish.
Fish. I don't know if we're pronouncing that correctly, but...
We're going to the Altasch glacier.
To the Altasch glacier. We're going to walk up or hike up to our first glacier, which is pretty exciting. First things first though, in order to drive here, you need to get like a little vignette thing for the motorway, so go try find one of those. Maybe a bakery as well.
Yes.
Je voudrais un baguette tradition, s'il vous plaît. The vignette. So it turns out we are firmly out of the world of the affordable. So this vignette thing, this costs 40 francs, and the franc is about equal to the euro. So 40 euros. And the bread that we just bought with two little biscuity things cost nearly 10 francs. So 10 euros. So we just spent 50 euros on bread and the ability to drive. Ugh. 40 francs. And you know it's going to be the pain in the ass to take off. Charlie's getting changed in the back, look.
No.
Right, onto the glacier. So Charlie and I have driven to Fish, and the drive was both beautiful and alarming. Like, the scenery was stunning, but the whole way there was petrol stations, and every single petrol station, the price of fuel was at least 50 cents more expensive than what we were paying in France. So I'm glad we filled up in France just before we left here, and I don't want the running theme of this video to be how expensive Switzerland is, but it is slightly alarming. So you can't see, but Freddie the van is just down there. So Charlie and I are about to go and see something which calls itself the best glacier in the Alps. It's called the...
Altasch Arena.
I always do that when I don't remember the name. If I ever point to Charlie, just assume it's because I've forgotten. We've seen pictures of this for years. It looks stunning. Now, to walk there is quite a considerable hike, so we decided to get on the bubble, but we've definitely backed ourselves. We're only getting the bubble to the mid station. There's another lift up that we should have got, and the lady thought that we should get lift all the way down as well, but we've backed ourselves to walk up from the mid station and then all the way back down this mountain. It's going to be a 15-kilometer hike, so really backing ourselves here. But Switzerland, you're so expensive. What's going on? Are you looking forward to seeing it?
Yes.
We should do like a cool time lapse, really, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's foreshadowing because I'm already making one. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the bubble was pretty cool. It's also nice to come up part of a mountain, not by foot, because we've been doing it all by foot. Right, now the plan is to get up, I can't see it. Now the plan is to get up there to see a really cool glacier. Honestly, this is so cool. I'm really excited about this. What I will say is we do feel like the silly, underprepared Brits at the moment, because everyone at the top of the bubble when we came up was wearing coats and gloves, and here we are, shorts and t-shirt. I mean, Charlie's got leggings on, but definitely not up to scratch. It is colder up here. It's definitely colder, but I run warm. I think we'll be okay. Cheeky little marmot just there. I am a full marmot convert now. They're my new favorite animal. We've seen so many this trip, without doubt, maybe 100. That's not an exaggeration. And They're so chubby this time of year. Going into winter, they've got to, you know, hibernate, so they're so chubby. Makes them particularly cute. Marmots all the way. Do you like marmots?
I do.
Who doesn't like marmots? So Charlie and I, despite getting the lift, are still going up like 700 meters elevation. Oh, we started, because we got on the lift, at about 2,000 meters elevation. Really feeling the altitude. Oh, hard work. Not gonna lie, not at the greatest glacier in the Alps yet, but it's quite cool being up here. This is a very big mountain compared to a lot of the ones we've been on. And basically from up here, you can see like small glaciers and big glaciers on the top of other mountains. And that's really cool as well. I'll try and show you this. It might not show up that well on this, but I'll try and show you. There's some there. There's a massive one in there and a smaller one next to it there. Not to mention all of the glaciers over there. Isn't it right, Charlie? They're really cool, aren't they?
Very cool.
Right, should we finish our hike up to the top?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Wow. There it is. That is the glacier. There's a glacier. There's a glacier. There's a glacier. There's a glacier. This here, that is the greatest glacier in the Alps. According to the marketing team for this region, but it is bloody cool. First thoughts?
Yeah. I didn't expect it to look that cool.
That is so cool. I don't know if you can hear, but there's like a low rumble in the background. I don't know how much that's coming across, but if anyone can tell me what that is, I would be fascinated to know. Like, is it water under the glacier? Is it the glacier moving? Is it something completely different? Is there like a factory on the other side of that mountain and I'm just getting carried away? Sounds really cool though. Look, snow. It's September and I'm about to touch some snow. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, now I'm feeling really silly for being here in shorts and t-shirt. It's not that cold though. If there was a breeze, it'd be cold because it was cold when we're at the bottom, so maybe it's because we've hiked up, but this is so cool. So the top of the hike is actually up there. We've not actually reached the top, but we have this position here with this view here all to ourselves. So I'm thinking we're gonna have lunch here and then obviously we'll still go to the top, but if you can have lunch in a position where you're by yourselves, why wouldn't you? That right there, just there, that is the Matterhorn, for anyone who's interested. So Charlie and I have walked basically 200 meters extra elevation to the very top, and the views from up here of the glacier are stunning. But right now, you are in the middle of a giant cone. Now, the reason these cones are particularly fascinating to me is they confirm one of my suspicions from earlier about that noise, that low rumble I could hear. So basically, that glacier there is 60 billion cubic litres of water, fresh water. So there is water flowing out of there, and it flows out on the other side into almost a waterfall. So that is the low rumble you can hear, and it's even more prominent if you're in there. Are you sitting in there? Yeah. Fair enough. Is it comfy?
It's really nice.
Well, I better come in then. That's all right, isn't it? That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So directly in front of us is something called the Horn. It's like a little peak and it's directly in front of us. And directly above that right now is the moon. I don't know how well this is going to come out on camera, but this is so cool. You can't really tell. It's so faint. The moon is there, I promise you. It's just really faint. And now we've climbed another 100 odd meters or so, and we can see a glacier in the next valley. So our car is now all the way down there, about 1,600 meters down and a 10-kilometer walk. And you've seen us walk a lot, so I think we're just gonna try and get you there the quick way. We're just gonna get there quick. And we are back at the van. That took absolutely ages. Look how dark it is. It's here. Don't even. So we've got dinner on the go. The dinner this evening is just whatever we can make quickly. I think we're gonna just make up some wraps. So I need to explain what happened there. So long story short, remember the beginning of the video when I was moaning about how everything cost, and me and Charlie ended up being really tight and just bought a one-way ticket up the midway bubble of that massive mountain that we ended up climbing. That ended up being a huge mistake, because the point where I told you we're gonna walk down now, to get all the way down the mountain took us 3.5 hours. It might actually be closer to 4. I don't want to say that for sure because I don't know, but it was a lot. 21 kilometers walked, over 41,000 steps, and over 800 meters in ascent. Steep ascent when we were ascending as well. And then the way down was just trundling along. Trundling? There's a word there. I'm sure there's a word there. I'm too tired. Now, we have got a park up which is meant to be completely stunning, and when we turned up we saw that we had it completely to ourselves, but of course I can't tell you if it's stunning or not. That's going to have to wait until the morning. So wraps heated up in the Ridge Monkey for dinner, and then bed. That's what you're going to be missing, because I'm finishing this here. See you tomorrow. I forgot to mention, I rolled my ankle on the way down as well. That was fun.